My husband was home with Graham the day before and had taken him to the clinic for an ongoing fever. We kind of assumed that we were going to be told it was viral, and that is what we were told. So we went back home and kind of just did the care that you normally would for a toddler with a fever. The next morning I was home with him and he was very, very lethargic. His fever was getting up to 104.7, and so I called and they decided that they thought we should probably bring him into the ER. So I called Josh and he met us here, and that's kind of when our journey began. Somebody actually recommended that we just head straight to Waterloo, and my gut just told me just to come here. They know Graham. We knew Dr. Neverman was working that day, so if it was something more serious, we just knew that the people who know us best were here to take care of us, and we just trust them so much, and it's been a blessing.
I was contacted by our emergency department here at Grundy County because Graham was in the emergency department and he was dehydrated, and to the point that he needed to be in the hospital for hydration. So his illness was such that he wasn't eating well, he had a fever, and we weren't exactly sure why that was. We were really concerned about a post-COVID condition called MISC, or multi-inflammatory syndrome in children, or another similar condition called Kawasaki disease. And both of those are diagnoses you can't just run one test for. It's a constellation or a group of symptoms. And so when Graham was first here, we knew the things that we needed to do right away were give him IV fluids, and we needed to run additional tests. And so those were things that we were able to do here. By the second morning that Graham was here with us, we had enough findings, and it was clear that he needed to go to a different facility that had pediatric infectious disease.
It was really his recommendation to go down there, and we put all our trust in him because that's who we've created this rapport with, and he knew kind of what was going on. And so then, yeah, we got transferred down there that next afternoon.
One of the really neat things about a common record in Unity Point Health is that I was able to speak with a physician in Des Moines, and we were able to go line by line through his chart and review lab findings, and we were both looking at the same screens as we did so. And so we could review with some certainty and kind of put together my concerns, and he was able to review them. And so that's, I think, one of the neatest things about a transfer within the health system. After he arrived in Des Moines, I was able to follow along with his chart and his parents and help explain things, kind of keeping in touch with them through his chart.
Josh is the one who actually went in the ambulance with Graham, so then when I got into the hospital room myself, there was already the team of 10 doctors in our room, and so that's when we kind of knew that this was very serious. And just having that comfort of Dr. Neverman checking on us, and he knew this team and that this is where we needed to be, and so we just had all the trust in not only the people in that room, but just back here as well. And then every time there would be a new protocol, or when Graham started his treatment and didn't respond well, Dr. Neverman, talked to us and said, it's okay, like they know what they're doing. And then just having him reassure us that that is, what Graham needs, and that is the care that we need to kind of push for to finish.
Been told by doctors there, it's gonna take some time, but once he turns around, he will turn around. I've never been so happy to see him eat some chicken nuggets and just be himself again.
It was a long few days, and then it was the middle of the night one night, and he said Bluey, and that happened to be what was on TV, and both of us kind of sat up and just looked at each other did he just talk? Because we hadn't heard him talk in days. And then it was his face was just brighter. He was considered to make a full recovery, which was just such a relief to hear.
Going through this with them, a challenging situation for them, certainly. Having one's kid sick is never easy, and having it be something that is rare, and we weren't exactly sure at first what we were dealing with, is scarier. But I think in those situations, my job as a pediatrician is to answer questions for them and help guide them, and we all got to see him get better together too, so that was really cool.
We are just so thankful to be able to be here in town, live in town, minutes away from this facility. It's been a blessing already, and our kids are so young, but we've had to utilize the lab a lot, the emergency room, just the multiple physicians that we've seen just throughout his 3 years and her couple of weeks here, and just we trust everyone here, and we're just so thankful to have this in our community.
yeah, and just not only having it here, but knowing that they can handle any level of care. I mean, from just normal care, essentially, you know, to kind of thing that he went through has been, yeah, it's been truly awesome.